Okay, let's proceed then. So parallel lines, as I told you, is any two lines that are running beside each other but do not ever touch each other. Such sort of lines are parallel lines. So these and line, as you know, has to be either named with two capital letters or a single small letter. You can name a line either ways. Okay, so here line AB is parallel to line CD. If you observe, this distance is the same. Suppose it is 3 centimeters. It is the same all along. The distance between these two lines is the same all along, which means it never intersects. Okay, it never meets the other line. Such sort of lines are parallel lines. Okay. And parallelism is indicated by these two parallel lines drawn in between the names of the lines. It means AB is parallel to CD or CD is parallel to AB. And these are the signs that they use to indicate parallelism. Generally in your textbook, I think they are using these arrows. But in older classes, you may have this also. Even in external exams and all, if you were to take, you may have this as an indication to show that these lines are parallel. Okay. What's a transversal? When a line cuts two or more lines, whether those lines are parallel or no doesn't matter. But this particular line that is going to cut so many number of lines is called a transversal. For example, here these two blue lines are being cut by this red line. So red line is the transversal. Here these two blue lines are parallel. They are being cut by this red line. It is also called a transversal. So irrespective of what type of line it is cutting, the line that is cutting through multiple lines is called a transversal. In this case, this one is a transversal, the red line. Okay. And these, if you observe, none of these blue lines are parallel to each other. They're just cutting, this red line is just cutting through all the three lines. And so therefore this red line is called the transversal. These are two parallel lines. Okay. And parallelism, as I said, is indicated like this or using those arrow marks. It doesn't matter the direction of the arrow marks. Two arrows together also, they indicate parallelism. Please mute yourselves. So this portion is in the exterior part of the parallel lines. Okay, imagining that this is the plane in which the parallel lines lie. So this portion is the exterior. Have you understood with reference to parallel lines which is called the exterior part?
Yes, ma'am.
Everything that is above and everything that is above this line and everything that is below this parallel line are in the exterior. The portion that is in between the two parallel lines, what will it be called then? Take a wild guess.
Interior.
Absolutely.
Interior.
The opposite of it. Okay, so this portion is called the interior. Is it very clear what are exterior, what is the exterior portion and what is the interior portion as regards parallel lines? This is without the
Yes, ma'am.
transversal I've shown you. Okay. So now you tell me,
Yes, ma'am.
here if I have these points, just list them for me. This is point Z, this is A, this is B, this is X, Y, M, N. Where does Z lie?
Ma'am, that like
Exterior.
exterior.
I'm in the exterior.
Okay, I'll just
Exterior.
write it as you all tell me, and this is interior. So Z lies in the exterior. Where does N lie? N for Negro. Where does it lie?
Exterior.
Exterior. Where does Y lie?
Interior.
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 Interior. Where does X lie?
Interior.
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 Interior. M for Mumbai. Where does it lie?
Exterior.
Exterior.
Exterior. Where does A lie?
Exterior.
Ma'am,
Exterior.
And where does B lie?
Interior.
Interior.
Interior. So all of you have understood where these lie? Very clear to you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let us look at another diagram with the transversal. Okay, with reference to the transversal. So these are the two parallel lines that I have, and I am going to draw a transversal. So these are the parallel lines. They are indicated by this double strokes. And now if you see this entire side is one side of the transversal, correct? This is on one side of the transversal. I'm talking only with reference to the transversal. Okay, before I'll just start off with this transversal alone. Going by the transversal alone, this is one side, correct? And this is the second side. Do you all agree with me? This is one side of the transversal, this is the other side of the transversal. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then now if I was to draw two parallel lines, okay, imagining that these two are the parallel lines. Okay, now also the side of the transversal has not changed. This is one side. Okay, I'll call it side 1 and side 2. It doesn't matter which one is side 1 or which one is side 2. Okay, it's basically you have to understand that there are two sides to the transversal. You can call it left side and right side also. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's only for explanation that I am doing this. So side 1 and side 2, when they are now, these are called alternate sides. I can go from here to here, here to here. So they are called alternate sides. Okay, when they are on either side of the transversal, I'm referring to the alternate sides of the transversal. Have you all understood what I mean by alternate sides? Means on opposite sides. Okay, so now let's look at this. Now, are you observing that this is an intersection of two lines?
Yes, ma'am.
So it forms four angles, correct? Are you all agreeable with this?
Yes.
We totally agree,
Okay.
ma'am. We totally agree.
Be very serious, guy. Because this is, you need to understand this, and then after this, the chapter will be like a breeze if you understand this very well. Now, and these are the other set of angles that were formed, correct?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
four angles here and four angles here. Now, if I'm just, for understanding, I'm just naming these angles, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Okay, now let us look at where does angle A lie? Where is my pen now? Huh? Where does angle A lie as regard to exterior and interior? Now, first we will talk. Where does
Interior.
angle A lies where?
Interior.
Exterior.
Exterior.
Yeah.
Exterior.
Exterior.
This entire portion is the exterior. Okay, outside. Exterior as an outside. And the bottom below is also outside. This is inside. So therefore, interior. Remember it with that. In, inside, interior. And opposite of that is outside, exterior. Okay, now tell me, A lies in the exterior.
Exterior.
B, where does B lie?
Exterior.
Exterior. Where does C lie?
Interior.
Yeah.
D,
Interior.
Interior.
E,
Interior.
Interior.
F,
Interior.
Yeah.
G.
Exterior.
Exterior.
Very good. H.
Exterior.
Very good. Okay. So now you'll are very, very clear with reference to the parallel lines where these angles lie. Okay. Now let us look at A and B with regards to the transversal. Where do A and B lie?
Exterior.
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 I'm talking about with regards to the transversal. They lie on the opposite side or same side?
Opposite
One
side.
opposite
Okay,
side.
now let's look at that. Okay, now this is with regard to only the transversal I'm asking you. Okay, so with regards to transversal, A and B lie on the opposite side. D and C,
Opposite side.
D and C is on the
Opposite.
opposite side.
Opposite side.
Uh, A and D, A and D,
Same side.
same
Same
side.
side.
Same
A
side.
and D are on the same side. D and E,
Same side.
Same side. Same
D
side.
and E are on the same side. E and H,
Same side.
Same
Opposite.
side.
Oh,
E
E
and
and H.
H,
Sorry,
Same
ma'am. Same
side.
side.
Same side.
Same
same
side.
side.
Sorry.
Now A and H,
Same side.
Side.
same side. B and C,
Same side.
same side. So it doesn't matter which side it is when it is on the same. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's on the left side or the right side. But when they are on the same side, we will simply put it as on the same side. For now, E and F, which side are they?
Opposite side.
Opposite side. So everybody is clear with reference to transversal, opposite, and same, and
Yes,
with
ma'am.
reference to parallel lines inside and outside. Very
Yes,
clear,
ma'am.
right? Now let's proceed. Now, this is what I explained to you. Okay, this outer portion is the exterior, and all of this inner portion is the called the interior. Okay, now let's look at the angles formed by two lines and their transversal. So whether or not the two lines are parallel to each other, the angles formed will be how many?
4.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you seeing 8 angles are formed when there are two lines, whether or not they are parallel but are intersected by a transversal? A number of angles formed are 8. Now these are not parallel. Suppose I drew parallel lines, then how many angles are formed?
8. Ma'am, 8.
Then also it is 8. Okay, now this transversal can be any direction. Okay, so then this is also 8 angles. Are you all very clear? Then when there are two sets of two lines which is intersected by a transversal, you will get 8 angles, 4 angles at each intersection. Okay, now based on the position of these angles, the angles are called by various names. These are exterior angles, correct? So the yellow, the blue, the green, and the pink. Are you seeing the exterior angles forming? I'm not telling you about the relation of these angles. Okay, right now, only the names of the angles we need to understand. Are you all understanding from this picture which are the exterior angles that are formed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
they are outside of the
Yes,
parallel
ma'am.
lines. Okay, so they are exterior angles. So these are formed and they are the exterior angles. Now, based on your understanding, what do you think will be the interior angles in this case? I'll just name them as just for you to help me with it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with reference to interior angles, which are the interior angles here in this case?
3, 4,
Ma'am,
5,
4,
6.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Very good. 3, 4, 5, 6 are the interior angles. So you all know it. So basically, I'm just trying to reinforce what you already know. That means by showing you all this. Okay. So these colored which are within the two lines, not the transversal. I'm talking about with reference to these two lines, AB and CD. These are the interior angles. To exterior alternate, that means exterior means, now here you know this refers to its positioning with reference to the parallel lines or the other two lines, parallel or non-parallel lines, and this refers to its positioning with regard to the transversal. Are you all understanding the two things where what it refers to?
Yes,
When you say
ma'am.
interior exterior, it refers to the two lines that are running, maybe parallel or not parallel. And when it says alternate, or the other word for opposite word they use is allied. Allied means same side, in alignment with, same side, allied, and opposite of that is alternate. Okay, that those two words are used with reference to the transversal, that is intersecting these two lines. So here exterior and alternate angles are these. Are you seeing this? This, let me again name them 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 is and 7. Now what are they talking about? This allied, this alternate and allied will always be with reference to the transversal. So it will be a comparison between two angles. Okay, interior and exterior angles are decided just by the position, interior or inside or outside. So that I can talk about, even when I'm talking about that, I can talk about a single angle also. But I'm saying exterior alternate means I must talk about two angles, right? Then only I can understand that they are opposite to each other or on the same side. So here, this 1 and 7 are in the exterior and they are on the opposite side of the transversal. So 1 and 7 are exterior alternate angles. Did you all understand 1 and 7 being exterior alternate?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Tell me another pair of exterior alternate in
2
this
and
figure.
8.
2 and
Excellent.
8.
Excellent. 1 and 7 is one pair of exterior alternate. The other one is 2 and 8. Because this is in the exterior and this is in the exterior and they are on opposite side of the transversal. So they are called exterior alternate. Now let's look at this P and okay, I'll name it again, 2 and 8. So that's what you already answered me. You said 2 and 8 are exterior alternate. Look at this now, interior alternate. Again, let me name this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're saying this 4 and 6 are in the interior. And are they on the same side of the transversal?
No, ma'am. They
They
are
are
on
on
the
the
opposite
opposite
side.
side.
They're in the
So
opposite
4
side.
and 6 are interior and they are alternate. So they are called interior alternate. In this one, 3 and 5. 3 and 5 are in the interior and they are on the opposite side of the transversal. So to know the relation between angles, first you must check whether they are outside or inside. Second, you must check whether they are alternate or allied. Corresponding means if you see one is in the interior and the other is will be in the exterior, but on the same side. So allied, they are using it as a different name for angle, so we will not use it here, because here they are only going to call corresponding angles are those angles which are on the same side. They are still allied, but that word is not used here to name it. Okay, they are still on the same side of the transversal, but they are on opposite sides of the parallel or the other lines, non-parallel lines. Are you seeing? One will be in the exterior and the other will be in the interior, but they are still on the same side of the transversal. Okay, so one angle will be the interior and other one will fall in the exterior. Such angles are called corresponding angles. So here in this case, if I was to name them 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tell me 2 and 4. No, 2 and 6. I'll erase everything and I'll just ask you only those angles. One moment, otherwise there's too much on the board. I'm talking now first about, say, 2 and 6. They are corresponding angles. Okay. Then if I ask you for, let me have another thing that doesn't distract. This is A and B, C, D, E. If I'm just naming you differently so that it's not a repetition. Now tell me, which is the angle corresponding to A? If you want, you can keep observing this diagram and tell me. Which
B.
is it? A and B for Bombay. Okay. What corresponds to F?
G.
Very
G.
good.
G.
F and G. What corresponds to B?
A.
A, very good. So either ways I can write it. I can say B corresponds to A corresponds to B. What corresponds to H?
E.
E.
E. What corresponds to C?
D.
D.
Wow, the other one is co-interior or conjoined or allied. Co-interior, the name itself implies where it is lying. Okay, so it is on the same side of the transversal. It will be called co-interior. They are together in the interior. Co-interior. They are also called conjoined, or another word is allied, meaning same sides. But co-interior are always in the interior alone. Co-interior are always in the interior alone. Okay, so here if I was to name this as 1, 2, 3 and 4, the co-interior angles, what are the pair of co-interior angles? 1 and 4 and 2 and 3. Got this?
Yes, ma'am.
Exterior allied. What does it mean? Now just tell me without me showing you anything. Just let me, for what, I'll just name this. I'll just name this and tell me what you understand by exterior allied.
1 and 8 and 2
1
and
and 8 and 2 exterior allied and 2 and 7 are also exterior allied.
So the thing is they have to be on the exterior portion and they have to be on the one side of the transversal. So 1 and 8 and 2 and 7.